Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Today, I'm the only one in the classroom, so I'm going to read you a book and do an activity. So today we are reading A Plant of My Own. It's written by Pamela Chanko and illustrated by Stephen Lewis. My mother has a garden. Just look at how it has grown. I wish that I could have a plant to call my very own. Have you ever had your own plant? What did your plant look like? I told my mom about my wish. I asked her, what do I need? What do you guys think that he's going to need? She said that it was easy. All I needed was a seed. A seed is the tiny part of a plant that you put in the ground so a new plant can grow. I said, I want to grow a plant that's very big and tall. I'll never get a plant like that from something that's so small. Do you guys remember when we planted pumpkin seeds and apple seeds and they started to grow in our classroom? Just plant it in the soil, she said. You just might be surprised. So as I dug, I told my seed, please try to change your size. Soil is dirt that plants grow in. I watered it almost every day, and it got lots of light. When nothing seemed to change, I asked, is everything all right? Mom said my plant was changing, even though it didn't show. She said that underground some roots had just began to grow. Do you see the roots to the plant? The parts of a plant of a tree that grows under the ground is what a root is. And when I went to check it again, I smiled at what I found. A tiny shoot was growing. It was pushing through the ground. Do you see it? Popping up. A shoot is a young plant that has just come above the soil. My shoot got sun and water, and it also got some air. And then one day I looked and I saw that leaves were growing there. Do you guys see the leaves growing? I visited my plant each day to see how things were going, and boy was I surprised to see a little bud was growing. Do you guys see the little bud on top? Do you remember that word from yesterday's activity? A bud is a small growth on a plant that will later become a leaf or a flower. For many days the sun was out, and then there was a shower. What happened next was wonderful. My plant had grown a flower. Why do you guys think that plants need rainwater? What does that do for the plants? The petals of my flower were as yellow as the sun. My plant was growing every day, but it still wasn't done. The petals on the flower are the brightly colored outer parts. Do you see the yellow petals? Although at first my seed seemed small, I watched it patiently, and now my plant has grown so tall it watches over me. Do you guys see how big his flower is? You ever seen a flower that big that was taller than you? What did that flower look like? And that's the end of our story. So for our activity today, we are going to be planting a plant. So I have a pot. What else do you think I'll need to plant a plant? I have my start of my plant. This is called a spider plant. You're right, if you said soil, we're going to put some soil in there. What else do we need? What makes a plant grow? What made the plant grow in the book? If you said water, you were right. So I have my watering can full of water. And one more thing, It is pretty sunny out today. Do you think that would help our plant grow? You said yes, you were right. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to get my pot and I'm going to pour some soil in. And next, I'm going to take our spider plant. Have you guys ever seen a plant that looks like this? They get little white flowers on them. Do you see the roots? Do you remember in the book it was talking about all of the roots? You can kind of see them right there on our spider plant. So I'm going to take a couple little baby spider plants at a time. And I'm going to make sure that I get the roots down in the soil so that it can get its nutrients. So I'm picking up all of the leaves and I'm going to stick this down right in the soil. And then I'm going to cover the roots. And I'm going to take the rest of the baby spider plant and do the same thing. I'm going to make sure that the roots are down into the soil. And I think I need a little bit more soil to fill the pot. You guys see? So let's put some more soil in here. And I'm just going to press it down around the plant. Have you ever planted a flower or a vegetable at home? You have to tell me about it. So now I have put my plant in the pot with my soil. What do you think I should do next? That's right, we are going to pour water in it. And this pot has a little spot down here, do you see it? That you can pour water in. So I'm going to try to pour some water in there. And now, since I've given my plant some water and some soil, what do you think I should do next? Where should I put it in the classroom? Should I put it under the table? Should I put it in the fridge? If you said by the window, you were right. So I'm going to go sit my plant in the window, and I want you guys to grab a piece of paper from home and a crayon or a marker or a pencil or whatever you have, or chalk, and I want you to draw me a picture of how you plant a plant. So first draw the pot, because maybe you need a pot first. Second, you can draw some soil, because you need to put soil in there. And then you can draw the type of flower that you want to plant, the water that you're going to put in it. Be creative, and I would love to see what you guys come up with. You can even draw plants or flowers that you have at home. I hope you guys have fun and enjoy the nice sunshine today. Bye!